I wish I'd seen that for the intro.
Don't repeat it. Let's make everybody
Yeah,
go.
let's just everyone just guess. I have the hood on of the Imperial.
Comment
sweatshirt.
below what you think Noah just said.
Yeah, it has something to do with the hood and the Empire. So.
Welcome back to another episode of the Carousel of
Really try
Conversations.
it's funny on purpose. Sometimes
Yeah, it's actually
it's just a complete accident.
Noah usually starts off every episode by saying something weird
I
or
was
doing
2 seconds
something
off.
weird,
I was
but he did it too early this
I did do
week.
it too early. Man, that was good.
Last week he left me hanging. I was just waiting for him to say something.
I
was so
like that.
tired.
Though. That was good.
I was
I'm so tired that day.
I think he said in the podcast he was 3 monsters deep, and he was like,
No,
just-
I
Oh,
was-
I know how we should have
Really
started this
spicy.
one.
Huh.
Should have said, "Hello there."
Yeah, that's a good one.
That would have
Yeah.
been a good one.
There's so many good Star Wars intros we could have. We could all be different parts of the trumpet for the
Happy
intro.
Star Wars Day, everyone.
Yes. Yes,
Also-
so by the time we post this, it will be May the 4th, and we are, so we decided
And
to
we'd
do a
be with
Star Wars
you.
episode.
Hey,
Yes.
we do be with them.
I'm on fire.
Also, just letting you know, if you are my bank, check my account. It might not have any money in it.
I've seen a lot of that merch. Okay, but this is before the show airs, so this is Thursday night, but tomorrow at Sam's Club, and I know they're going to be completely gone, you can buy a $450 gift or a $500 gift card for $450 for Disney.
Ooh.
So it's a $50 off. I know it'll probably be gone by the time this airs, but that was more for Noah than anything else because he might need that for all his merch that he's buying. Saves you $50.
I may need that. Man, I love Han
But
Solo.
anyway, we wanted to do a Star Wars episode this week, but make it actually a little different because we've done so many which one is our favorite. And last year we did a which one is our favorite Star Wars episode with Spencer. And that was kind of on the tail end of a very much so Carousel Madness heavy podcast month. And so we wanted to do something a little different and even just go out there and talk about something completely different. And so Noah and I were discussing back and forth some cool ideas, and we decided to land on Star Wars video games for this episode. So to talk about Star Wars and just Star Wars in general. I've been on a Star Wars kick again. So I'm going through all the movies all over again. So and Jesslyn, who is not really a fan of Star Wars, has agreed to watch all the movies at least with me.
All of
And
them.
so well, we might skip Rogue One, and we might also skip what is it? The Solo movie.
Oh, that one you can skip. Rogue One.
Rogue One, you gotta watch.
You gotta watch Rogue One.
I might watch Rogue One just because my initial complaint has been resolved a little bit
with Andor.
because I hated Rogue One when it first came out because they didn't have enough storyline for me to care about the characters, and then they killed them off, and it was okay, whatever.
Yeah,
But now that Andor is a thing, it kind of I kind of want to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah,
And so
that was my biggest complaint. when it
Speaking
came
of
out.
Andor, you know how they completely redid Batuu in Disneyland to be the different eras of Star Wars?
Yes.
They had to redo Dock-on-Dars because there was things from the First Order era, and they took those out and replaced them with different things. And they added a Gorman protest flag from the Gorman
really?
massacre.
But it's okay that A New Hope stormtroopers just wander through aimlessly, just occasionally with no reason, right?
With Darth Vader.
Yeah.
so what they did is the First Order area and up to the Smuggler's Run, that's all now the original trilogy. The marketplace is a few years after that trilogy.
Is there a big yellow line on the ground
Yeah.
that tells you when you cross into a new
Uh-huh.
era?
Yeah, so
That's cool.
yeah.
And
And
then
then
be the Star Wars crawl,
oh yeah,
you
with
know,
the words on the ground.
words, yeah, like they did in
That'd be really tight.
in,
They'd be
yeah.
you have to
They did
and
they did that in the old building at
in Launch Bay.
Launch Bay.
That
Kinda
was
did the
that was
carpet.
cool. Yeah.
I wonder who has that carpet in their house now. Somebody peeled that up. And it's
So,
like in
yeah,
for
a big
sure.
house.
their basement or something right now.
Or
it's like every ride vehicle that they retire or whatever, somebody ends up having in their yard.
you could
somewhere.
actually find them on
Oh,
auction
have I
sites.
told you? Okay, I'm letting everyone in on the secret. My latest thing that I want to get for my patio is a Disney World trash can.
A push trash
I want an
can.
actual push
Yes.
can and paint it up so that it looks like Fantasyland.
I found one, but it's like buying it directly from the source, and it's like $900. So it
For
doesn't
a
have push.
trash
It
can?
doesn't even have like the push part on the push part. It just is
It
like
didn't say
flat.
push?
It doesn't even say push,
Yeah.
and that's really
Yeah,
the
I wanted to say push.
Yeah, that's
And I'll put a speaker inside of it so that it talks to you.
Yes. I remember that walking around Disneyland and just having Push just roll up to you and just say hi and
Push was
talk to you.
awesome.
Yeah, and then when you threw trash in it, it was even better because it would
He would
react.
comment
So-
on what you threw in there. It was-
yeah. Oh man, I miss that sort of stuff. I don't think they could pull it off at Disney World though anymore. They could do it at Disneyland because there's a little bit less of a crowd, but
Yeah.
Disney World is too crowded as it is, and then you bunch people up and block pathways for
Mhm.
walking. I just don't think it's possible.
kind of like how
anymore.
they have Mando in
Sure.
Galaxy's Edge, where it's just like Mando will be like you, and then like the cast will like pull you out of the crowd to meet him. It's just like the choosing ceremony.
I did like that about Disneyland though, how you can do more stuff like that. Like you'll just be walking along and all of a
Yeah.
sudden there goes Jack Sparrow walking past
Mhm.
you, or you're in
Right.
Tomorrowland and a cowboy walks past you. That's the best.
Yeah, totally wrong land.
Duh.
Space Cowboy.
Space Cowboy.
We've never heard of a
Space
space
Cowboys. Let's talk
cowboy
about Star
before.
Wars.
Han Solo is now meeting in Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland.
Oh, really?
Space Cowboy.
There's a space cowboy. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
that was a part of the timeline shift. You can also meet Princess Leia.
That's cool.
They're all roaming characters.
Jesselyn and I have talked about this, and this is a controversial probably take. I don't like 4, 5, and 6 as much as I like 1, 2, and 3. I think I just grew up on 1, 2, and 3, and so I enjoy those more. I literally have 1, 2, and 3 practically memorized, and it annoys Jesselyn because I could literally quote word for word almost the whole entire first movie
I like
so
all
far.
of them.
I saw episode 4 in 1977, the summer that it opened. I was at Chapel Hill Mall in Akron, Ohio, and it is now probably a data center.
Probably is, yeah. makes
But
See, I didn't watch, like, my first movie was Star Wars Episode 1 in theater. Not my first movie ever in theater, but
Yeah.
my first Star Wars movie in theater was Episode 1. I didn't see any of the ones prior to that in
I'm
theater.
not even sure.
So,
I think my first Star Wars movie I saw was probably The Force Awakens in
probably
theater.
Force Awakens, yeah.
Yeah, because I was at the
Yeah.
tail end of the prequels.
Yeah.
Before I was old enough to really.
Yeah, but
knew
we
what I
didn't
was
we didn't
watching.
actually call the 77 version. We didn't call it A New Hope. It was just Star Wars.
right.
Or
That's
whatever.
what I was telling Jesselyn. She's like, "What did they have a plan to make the other ones?" I was like, "No, this was supposed to be the end." I mean, at the end of that movie, when the Death Star blows up, it blows up. Like there is no remnants left of it. And then they were probably like, "All right, scramble. We've got to make the Death Star a thing again with Episode 6." Because I don't think they'd planned on going beyond that, but it was just so popular in that era. And then I loved 1, 2, and 3. I watched those movies over and over again on repeat. And she was like, "Who's your favorite Star Wars character?" And I was like, "Well, my favorite villain is still always and will forever be Darth Vader. Like, I don't care."
I saw
Ew.
people talking. They're like, "Yeah, Darth Vader's like number 5 in my greatest villains list." I'm like,
What?
"How do you?"
No.
Darth Vader is the greatest villain.
He might be the greatest
Yeah.
movie villain of all
Uh-huh.
time, regardless of genre.
Yeah,
But then I think my favorite character is probably Obi-Wan. Like, I just
I do
love
like Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan through
I like
1, 2,
Anakin
3,
better, I
4.
think. Even
I
with
like
his sketchy
Obi-Wan.
dialogue in 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I
Ewan
don't like.
McGregor was just a
Like
great
me, my
Obi-Wan.
choices, no.
I don't like sand, so like I kind of relate to him there. You know.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen as Anakin, is that who you're saying you like?
Yeah,
That's what he's saying.
Oh.
I like. Well, I just kind of like the whole character arc of Anakin. You know.
Well, of course you like the character
yeah.
arc of Anakin,
What's
but
he
like you don't have to like
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen.
I always like.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Anyway,
sorry.
didn't know.
The movie's only been out for 50 years. Sorry if you hadn't watched it yet.
Well, first let's talk about it because it's coming out, and that is The Mandalorian is coming out the 22nd. We'll probably have to have a like what we thought about it episode for sure, but that is coming out May 22nd, and so I'm really excited about
And
that.
Grogu is
And
everywhere. Like, I mean, like the actual
yes.
puppet. He's like he was at a WWE fight yesterday or something, or some wrestling competition. Like, he's
Uh,
everywhere.
Yeah, that's awesome. Um, we definitely need to go see it, but I think more than anything, I'm trying to play catch up on like all the old episodes so I can get ready. And so I was like, I wonder. And so I started working on a guide of like every episode I needed to watch, and then I decided to put it on our website. So for all of you who want to nerd out, I know it starts May 1st, but you can literally watch everything from Rebels to Star Wars, The Clone Wars, every episode you need to watch with relation to Mandalorian, and then The Mandalorian itself leading up to the movie on May 22nd. It's like the nerdiest thing I've ever done in my entire life is put
I
together this
I have the
guide.
chronological order of how to watch Clone Wars saved on my phone, so
But you're saying you kind of took your job and like turned it into your hobby slash Star Wars, right? Isn't that kind of what you
Yes,
do for a living?
sort of.
Uh, I'm not gonna
Yep.
judge because I'm the guy who makes Disney World spreadsheets. So
Yeah,
on the
I'll
side.
never forget. Brian texted us last week after the hotel episode. This is my lunch that I'm never gonna get back, and he sent us a spreadsheet of like the walking
okay,
distance for each hotel.
so you guys started talking, and everybody always talks about the walk for the Little Mermaid rooms, Art of
All the
Animation,
way
right?
to
Yeah,
Lock.
Okay, so I'm sitting at lunch, I'm listening to the podcast, and I'm thinking to myself, is that really the longest walk in Disney World? And it's like, I got to know. So
yeah.
I opened up, as one does, you open Google Earth, on your lunch break, and you start mapping out walk distances from the hotel to the lobby. And then it's like, well, that's not good enough. I got to map out from the hotel room to the bus stops as well to see which one has the shortest bus stops. So,
Yeah.
and then I
Open a
Okay,
spreadsheet
yes,
as
but
you do on your
did
lunch break.
did you
I
take it
track the
from the
numbers.
middle pathway in the hotel
I took it from the entrance to the furthest building. So
but yeah, did you
whatever
go down
building
the
is the furthest.
middle of the hotel or did
I
you go
took it
down the
basically to where the lobby
side?
is. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So whenever we went, the middle where like they've got all the Lion King stuff and the Little Mermaid stuff down the middle with the pools and everything, that was always super crowded. So
Yes.
whenever we did it, we took it along the side, along the hourglass the waterway. I'm drawing a blank on the name of it right now, of course. Um but Hourglass Lake I think is what it's called.
Hourglass,
So
yeah.
Mhm.
when you're walking along Hourglass Lake, that's what we used to do to get from the Skyliner
The
back to the
Skyliner, sure.
hotel,
And it's
and
still not
that
the same
was what
distance,
felt
though.
like. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's because the Skyliner is pretty much equal with the lobby because you walk straight through
Yeah.
where the Nemo pool is.
I
But
think for me, it's just like the weird, like like wavy
Yeah, it is
pathway
so
that
weird.
just
yeah,
makes it feel forever long. I don't know,
that's a
but
it's a architectural trick. A lot
Mhm.
of places do those curvy sidewalks like that.
yeah,
Breaks up the monotony. But actually, and I kind of proved my point though that it was not, by far not the furthest
No, it
distance.
wasn't. That was actually the
no,
surprising
It was
thing.
like the 9th or 10th
Mhm.
furthest distance
right.
for a resort. I think what was the worst? Caribbean Beach?
These Caribbean Beach.
Caribbean Beach and Wilderness, I think you said, but then you said Wilderness doesn't
It
count
doesn't really
for
count.
all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Caribbean Beach is a massive hotel though.
if your
It
thing in
really is.
those pirate rooms was at,
Yeah.
I can't remember which buildings those are,
I
but
don't think they're pirate rooms anymore. They're
are
Little
they not?
Mermaid rooms now.
I mean, those are
Yeah.
ridiculous. So
Yeah, those were. All right. Well, now we're going to get into our conversation topic, which is going to be through the era of Star Wars games. And I'm going to kind of read them off, and then you tell me if you played it or not and what platforms they were on. So we're going to start with the
no,
90s. And
you can sleep, and then whenever we get to like the
Okay.
2010s, I'll wake you up.
Hey, I've played a few from the 2000s. There are some games on here that are older than me that I've played.
Yeah, so we're going to start with the 90s era and then go on. And so the 90s era, we're going to start first with Star Wars X-Wing that came out in 1993. This was only available on PC. It was like a space combat simulator and mission-based, more complex and realistic. I don't think I ever played this
Did
one.
you play this now?
No, I didn't, but I've played
No.
Flight Simulator. Is it similar?
Yeah, it's a lot like
Yeah,
this.
so
Yeah.
okay.
Except less polygons.
Yeah.
I
But more
did. I
guns.
did play this game.
Oh, really?
I did. I did not have it because my PC was not nearly strong enough to run it. I think my first PC had 4 megabytes of RAM, and it was what was it, HPS something? I can't remember. Anyhow, I couldn't play it, but a friend of mine had it, and I would make excuses to go to my friend's house just so I could play X-Wing. So it was, I mean, that was it. That was the first game, and that was the first time you
Yeah.
got to live in the Star Wars universe. So
Wow.
it was
Was it
quite
like
something.
Star Fox but X-Wing?
Yes. Yeah, not nearly as deep though.
Mm.
So it was,
Okay, so I was 1 year old when that came out, so I didn't play it at all.
You didn't?
And the
Oh.
same with the next one. I didn't play this one either. TIE Fighter.
I did not play TIE Fighter. No.
In 1994, that one came out on PC as
It
well.
seems like it was just the same thing as X-Wing, but a
It
TIE
was the same
fighter.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, it seems very similar. When I looked up a lot of the gameplay and even like the pictures of it, it seems very similar. It's just like almost like what's that game that you used to play where you used to fly as a spaceship and just shoot things out of the way? It was that sort of game. It felt like to me.
Star Fox?
Not Star Fox. I'm thinking even older, the arcade game. Asteroids? No. Yeah, maybe Asteroids, where you would just go and shoot things out of the way.
Yeah,
It's just like this was more
Asteroids was
cockpit
more
based and
3D,
like
yeah,
shooting things out of the
TIE
way.
Fighter was more 3D, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Next one was Dark Forces in 1995, and this was one of the more FPS games, and this was on PC and PlayStation. So it brought a lot of early movie stories, and so yeah. That was the next one that came out. I didn't play this one either. I could probably skip through the 90s.
Yeah.
I didn't really play any of these. And then the next one was Rogue Squadron. I feel like this one sounds familiar though. It was on Nintendo 64. I feel like this one was more familiar to me. I don't remember exactly playing it, but the gameplay, when I looked at the pictures, they looked very familiar to me. But
It
anyway,
sounds like Battlefront.
yeah, similar. It was more space oriented though, like
Yeah.
X-wing fighting type
Yeah,
things.
I've seen
All right,
this one.
so then we get into the early 2000s, and this is where I started to play a lot more of these games. So the first one was Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast. This was a continuation of the Dark Forces game that first came out. So it was 2, but yeah, it was Dark Forces. I think this was the Dark Forces one. I don't remember now.
I never
Now
played
I'm
that.
totally. Yeah, so it was a shooter and lightsaber hybrid, and physics-based Jedi combat is kind of what it was. It was available on PC, Xbox, and GameCube.
Oh.
But it still
And
didn't have
then
like force powers though, did it?
no,
Yeah, it was more gun and saber, blaster saber.
yeah.
Interesting. Like Doom, Star Wars Doom.
This is kind of the first one I'm starting to remember, which is Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy.
Oh yeah, I
I
was playing that
remember
2 weeks
this.
ago.
Jedi Academy.
Really?
Yeah, I was playing that. Yeah, I started the intro and then I got bored and then played Flight Simulator.
Do you play it on like Xbox or
Xbox,
on
yeah.
PC?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so tell us about that game. What is that like?
Well, I've only gotten to the Jedi Academy. Fun. Look how it works out. But I was learning how to be a Jedi, and I failed. So then I got mad and turned on PlayStation. But it was kind of just like it was weird movement.
I feel like that premise would be a really good remake
Yeah, I think it would.
with today's technology and graphics.
Because the problem I had is like
Yeah.
the controls are really weird.
Okay, you know how big Hogwarts Academy was?
Yeah.
Well, take
Yeah.
that and make it into a Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
You know, that would be
Yeah.
really, where you
What would the
classes
different
and
houses
things.
be?
I think it would have to be based on age, like youngling, Padawan,
Yeah.
like just going based on the age more than anything.
Or like the length of your
They
grade.
could make teams. I mean, you could be,
Yeah.
What's space Quidditch be?
I don't know, but
Star Wars Quidditch.
oh, your dormitory could be Jabba's huts.
Hey.
All right, now this is the first game I actually like legitimately remember playing over and over again, and that was Star Wars Episode 1, the racer game. This was a pod racing game that you
I've
could
actually
play.
played this. Yeah.
And I played this on Nintendo 64 and PlayStation, so I remember it from both of those. And man, this was like the right game for the right era, and I remember just like racing through these tracks. I can even remember the tracks and like the shortcuts and everything. saying that's how much I played this game.
Man, I
It was
actually
a
like that game.
ton of fun.
It was Star Wars Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's really basic. It's just
Yeah.
Star Wars Mario Kart, like, but it's good.
Yeah. I thought it was a really
It's
well
actually
done
tricky.
game.
Like the way like you have to move and how fast you move and the tight corners, it's actually really tricky.
Yeah, and then you got like boost, didn't you, throughout the thing that you could
and then you could like
to...
press X to do extra boost, and then there's like the Mario Kart boosters on the track.
Yeah. So it was a super fun
There's
game.
a lot
I
of different
really
racers
enjoyed
to
it.
collect too.
Yeah, and a lot of like the pods that you could do.
I was trying
Yeah.
to get Rats Terrell, but I'm not sure if he was available.
Remembering this and like looking through all these video games before the episode, I really wanted to play this game again more than most of them.
You can get it on Steam.
Can
like
you?
$15, $10.
See, so some of those old Star Wars games, when you get them on Steam, they don't work for me.
Oh, really?
Like I tried to go load it up. I think I have Knights of the Old Republic maybe that I tried to load up, and it just did not work for me. Like it wouldn't load on my computer.
We're
And
gonna
it's not
get to
because
that.
my
Yeah, I don't know what we're
I've
talking
got
about.
some options for you.
Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about that.
Okay, so moving on. I didn't play this game, but Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
I didn't
You
either,
get to
but I was
play
about
as
to buy it one
Jango
day.
Fett.
I did play this. I
Oh,
don't
really?
remember. I guess I had a PS2 at the time, but yeah, it was pretty good. It was if I remember right, it was kind of like a, I don't know, sort of a hitman kind of thing where you're taking on bounties and you're Django and you have to go hunt down all these different bounties and stuff. And there's different ways you had to capture them or whatever.
I might only got that then.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was a different type of Star Wars game.
Yeah,
But there was a lot of those kind of games coming out at that time, so it kind of
like Hitman.
fit the bill. Yeah. It probably was right before or right after Hitman came out.
All right, so then we get into 2003 to 2006, which is where you get your guys' favorite.
This is the beautiful era.
Games.
You guys get Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and Knights of the Old Republic 2 from 2003 and 2004. You get both back to back.
Yeah.
I tried to play these games on the computer as I got older, so like not when they first came out. And by the time I was able to play them, because I had a computer and everything to be able to play them on, I just wasn't able to play it. Like I just couldn't get it to work on my computer. And then I've gone back and tried when I was older, and I just haven't been able to get it to play. I've seen a lot of cool things about it, but I don't know a lot about it. So what's the kind of storyline premise?
It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but Star Wars.
It was based on the D&D format. It's I think it's a D4 game style if you're familiar with role playing, but basically it was turn-based combat, so it was a little different. It wasn't real time.
It's kind of confusing,
but they made it to feel like it was real time.
Yeah, they did a good job at that.
Like the turns happen very quickly. So you don't have a lot of.
It's not like Galaxy of Heroes where it's like you can put it on 4 times speed. It's like it happens pretty quickly,
and you could load up multiple attacks into a sequence.
Yeah, in a queue. Yeah.
And then it would just play those out against the AI, against the computer.
You had to collect weapons. You would unlock force abilities.
Yeah. And what made this game unique? It was somewhat built as open world, but it wasn't really open world.
Yeah, I mean,
it was very directed. You had paths you had to follow. So
and there's like a whole bunch of side quests you could do.
There were a lot of side quests,
but it's like you can craft your own adventure to a point.
It was. But it was up until that point, games really hadn't really tapped into that choose your own adventure style. And this was the first
it kind of leaped into
I
it.
remember playing that totally I bought into that, right? Because you could literally, if you wanted to be a bad guy, you could be a bad guy.
Yeah.
If you want to be a good guy, you can be a good guy. If you want to be in the middle, you can be in the middle.
That's what I
So it's just it changed the way I look at video games. That game,
and just the amount of stuff you can do, like every single planet you could do like a different speed racer like competition and win credits.
There were different side
there's a
quests.
lot of
you could do,
and they're unique. It was like every side quest had like a different, like they had cutscenes. It was very all well done.
Yeah, and based on your standing with different factions and within the force itself, the NPCs would actually react to you differently.
Yeah,
and that was also a first. You know, there were some arcade games before that had tried it, but I think KOTOR, which is what the Star Wars community calls it, that was its claim to fame, and it changed the entire video game genre, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really good. I loved it.
You can get this now on iOS.
Yeah, on your iPad.
I actually have it on my iPad, and so they converted it all to touchscreen, so you can touch to do the different attacks and that kind of thing, or dialogue options, those kind of things. So you can try it on that if you want to try it, RJ, or you can still get it, I believe, on Xbox.
Yeah, you can. But like it goes really well on the iPads. Like the touchscreen works. It works really well.
They ported it over really well
Yeah.
for touchscreen. So if you guys are interested in that, try it out.
So that's cool.
Now the storyline does take place before any of the Star Wars movies.
Yeah,
way
thousands of years before.
Thousands. That's why it's called the old.
Yeah, the old Republic, not the new Republic.
So this is like the early generations of the Force in general.
It's about like, I don't know.
The Force had been around for a long.
They kind of knew what they were doing. There's a Jedi Academy. There's a council.
So,
but the Sith are really, really big.
Yeah,
it's right after the Mandalorian Wars.
The part of the story that kind of breaks down for me is the fact that it's thousands of years before Episode 4, or Episode 1. Yet the technology and the way that people use the Force is roughly the same.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a whole lot of difference. It's just the names are different, and they said that they were a lot older.
Mm-hmm.
But to this day, like the enemies in that game, Darth Revan, Darth Malak, they're ones that the fan community still wants. TV shows or movies about these characters
because they're really
never been made.
They're really well made characters.
They're great antagonists.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that. Like, if we're gonna do another Star Wars series, they really want the Star Wars to be.
Revan would be the best next series.
Revan would be incredible for them to.
It's just really cool.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling Jesselyn a little bit earlier today, because she's like, what's your favorite Star Wars? And I was like, is it weird to say that, like, The Mandalorian and Andor and things like that are becoming more of my favorites? Like, I could rewatch those a lot more than I could rewatch the movies. Partially maybe because I've rewatched the movies so much. But
how much do you think that is, though? Because a movie, they got an hour and a half of your attention. Okay,
right.
To try to tell a story, where with a series,
it's like 30, 40 minutes.
You could have 10, 20 hours.
Series. Right.
You tell a lot deeper story and develop the characters.
Especially if it's Andor, where every episode is like an hour and a half long.
We compare that a lot to books that, like, Jesselyn and I both love the Harry Potter books. And so the movies, it's like when we tell people, no, you got to read the books too, because so we just had that movie come out. It's not Disney related, sorry, but Project Hail Mary. And we read the book, and Project Hail Mary was like a 20-something hour book. And they tried to cram it into a 2.5 hour movie, and they said there's a 3.5 hour cut for it, and I was like, I want to see the 3.5 hour cut. Because it's like in an audiobook format, it's like a 24-hour audiobook, so trying to cram that all into like an hour and a half, 2.5 hours, you're just not going to get the full story. So I do agree with you, like series like Mandalorian, you get like an hour 45-minute episode every single episode, and so you feel like you get a lot more of the story. I also feel like Clone Wars is underrated for that same exact reason, because like it fills in a lot of the gaps that you need for some of the other storylines in Star Wars. But I could see them doing a Knights of the Old Republic series someday, and I think that would be interesting, because we could get out of the Link to the Skywalker type era and just get a whole new story with whole new characters that we've never seen or heard from before.
Side tangent, you mentioned Harry Potter, made me think of this. I was driving to work the other day and thought of you, because I saw a Cybertruck that somebody had done a wrap and put Harry Potter and Voldemort on the side of it, dueling each other.
Oh, that's sweet. Everybody hates on the look of the Cybertrucks. I think they look cool, especially when they're wrapped. I think they look awesome. But yeah, that's cool.
You get a Minecraft wrap on your truck. But I'm not paying for it.
That's awesome. All right, now this was the game that I played probably more than any other game, and that's Battlefront.
The original Battlefront.
I didn't play much of the original Battlefront.
Yeah, I remember playing that one.
Oh man, it was the coolest game, because it was like all those games that you had played as a kid growing up, but it was in Star Wars format. You got to do these epic like beach type battles, but on top of that, you're getting, like, to swap out into Jedi or into other things. Was that Battlefront 1 or 2? I feel like Battlefront 1 had that as well, where you could
I don't know
become a
about
Jedi.
Battlefront 1. I know about Battlefront 2,
Yeah.
but I never played 1 a lot.
Yeah.
Now
But, man
2, they kinda rushed that one out. That
Yeah, a
when
lot of
it
it's, like,
launched, it wasn't
copied
great.
maps and
Yeah.
stuff.
But that whole era, they were really capitalized. LucasArts created that, I
Yeah,
believe.
I think so.
They were really capturing on the whole, Call of Duty was really coming into its
Mhm.
own.
yeah.
Halo was a big thing,
Yeah.
so that was
They wanted to
they
capitalize off
had
of
to
that
get that
area.
squad-based kind of
Mhm.
shooter game going, so it
It
fit
was kind of a
the story.
Yeah, it was kind of a bit repetitive compared to games like Call of Duty, but it was basically the same premise. Like
Mhm.
each team started on opposite sides and then you
Yes.
would swap sides, but then you could also pick like a good side or a bad side. And then when based on that, you could get like a Darth Vader type if you
Mhm.
had
Right.
that in there was a mode where you could disable that where you didn't play with Jedi's or Sith or anything like that. But then there was a mode where you could enable that and play with lightsabers and all that as well. So it's like, okay, you get this one stone stormtrooper, or you get like a clone army, and you're like fighting, and then the next round it's like, hey, would you like to be Darth Vader? And you're like, yes,
Only
absolutely,
problem
and
with
go.
that game is I used to always play with Spencer, and I would always beat him. Like,
Mm.
I'm younger than Spencer, but he's so
I
bad at those games.
I didn't play that version of Battlefront a whole lot because the
Mhm.
KOTOR 2, if I'm not
They
mistaken,
released roughly the same
it came out
time.
the same time.
Yeah.
And BioWare did that.
Mhm.
And I was such a huge KOTOR 1 fan that I had to play, and that game consumed me completely. To me, it was better, I think, than the first KOTOR. I don't know. You played both of them.
So
I'm almost done with KOTOR 2. I'm about halfway through.
So Knights of the Old Republic 2 was the way it differed. It was the same format, still the same
Mhm.
D&D
Yeah.
style,
Turn-based combat.
turn-based combat. But what they did was they really leaned into the whole choose your own side.
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was
thing, how
more
you want
so.
to
Yeah.
play, and they literally kept trying to steer you back into the middle.
Mhm.
It didn't matter what your choices were. The further you got to light or dark, they were like, "Okay, are you sure you really want to go that route?"
Mhm.
So you constantly had this conflict of making decisions and choices.
Yeah,
in
there's
the game.
so many decisions to
Yeah,
make in this
what
one.
was the main teacher's name that was
Oh, what's her face? She has, like, the hood over her head?
yeah,
I can't
anyhow,
remember.
but she was very down the middle.
Yeah, she was down the middle.
She didn't want you veering too
Mhm.
far to the light or the dark.
And then you had that
Which
one guy, the Mandalorian.
yeah,
You had him.
you had a whole squad of people
Yeah, you had a
could
whole bunch of people.
take with you on expeditions.
yeah, so it did come out the same exact year. So you had Knights of the Old Republic 2 came
Right.
out in 2004,
I think
and that
Halo
was done
came
by
about.
LucasArts and Obsidian.
Yeah,
is
Oh,
what
yeah,
they said.
Obsidian, yeah.
Obsidian. Yeah, they did this.
They're
And
doing a remake.
then Battlefront was done by LucasArts and Pandemic. So,
Mhm.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
But that, like I said, that was about the same time Halo, Call of Duty, and I was really big into Halo at the time. So
Halo's awesome.
there was also only so much, time I had
Yeah.
to devote to.
The original Halo I was more stuck on than these Star Wars games. But then Battlefront came out and I got pretty hooked on it for a little bit.
I had some buddies that we would get together every Thursday night and
Did
have
you have
Halo
LAN
night.
parties?
We literally had Halo night. It was like Big Bang Theory. We got together but we played on a giant screen tube TV, and it was one of those things where you played it in the four
Mhm,
boxes,
yeah.
and you always accused everybody of figuring
Yeah,
out where you were sniping
uh-huh.
from and cheating, and it was
Yeah. Xbox and Halo is how I got my current gamer tag. It's kind of funny because it gave me a random gamer tag, and that's what's just
And
stuck
it
with
stuck?
me from Halo.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's been around for
Everybody
a
has
while.
their gamer tag, and they hold tightly to that.
Yeah, yep, we do. Republic Commando came out in
Oh,
2005 at the same
such
time
a good
as
one.
Battlefront 2, and I loved Republic Commando. It wasn't as
It's
popular
great.
as Battlefront was, I don't feel like, when
That's
it
really
came
like
out.
the Doom, Star Wars Doom. That's really what Republic Commando is.
Yeah, but it really lets you play from the perspective more than anything else of the
Mhm.
Clone Wars, and the clones had just become so popular at this time.
You just feel
And
awesome while
so
doing it. It's just like,
Yeah, it was so cool because they were like elite clones, and it was just
and like
epic. I
reflected inside the
loved it.
helmet. So if you got like Geonosian guts on your face, it would like wipe it off. Like you had like
Yeah.
wipers.
Yeah,
I was
I
really bad at that
really
game though.
I don't think a lot of people like this game as much. Well, and part of it was because Battlefront 2 had come out around the same time.
And Republic
But I
Commando, it's a
love this
difficult
game.
game. It's kind of hard.
Yes, it really is hard. Like the
Mhm.
storyline is hard to keep up with and follow
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I would totally agree. And then in 2006, Star Wars Empire at War came out, and that was a LucasArts games as well. I don't remember
Red
it.
House.
I love that game.
I've been wanting to get into it for months. Like I see videos on it, it's like, oh, that looks like a great game.
Yeah, it was. It's kind of hard to explain. It was very real-time strategy.
Yeah.
You had an army you had to like control,
Yeah.
and you'd send out people.
Not really like tower defense kind of thing, but
No.
it was very similar to that, where you had very specific things you had to do. So
Okay, I just looked up pictures of this. I totally remember this game. I definitely played it.
Yeah.
You would
It
like
reminds me
send
of,
it to the world, and then you would go and actually battle on that world. And then
Yes.
once you would defeat it, you would come back to the overview of the galaxy,
Yeah.
and you'd pick a different planet to go attack, and then it would be based on level. I remember this, and it would sometimes be like space battles, and then other times it would be on the ground. And it just really depend.
It alternated.
Oh man, this is throwing me back. I remember this
I
game
need to play
now.
This game.
Yeah.
I really
Oh,
wanna
that's
play it.
fun game. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, it was different from what they had been putting out. Like you think about Battlefront, Republic Commando; those are all basically
Kinda
the
like,
same games.
do you remember that game that what's his face showed me and Spencer? That like with the miniature models?
Oh, what was that?
Did somebody say my name?
Hello there.
Hey, Spencer.
Hey, you got to use it.
What are we talking about?
What was the game where you had the die cast little ships?
Yeah, the
It's
little
like,
models. And it was
Oh,
like
for
role
Star
playing
Wars?
game.
Yeah. Starfighter?
X-Wing.
X-Wing, yeah.
X-Wing, yeah. We have
But not the one from the 90s that we just talked about.
Spencer, what's your favorite Star Wars video game?
He's only
Ooh.
played 2.
That's not true.
He's played 3.
Yeah, I played
Fallen
both
Order.
He's played
both
4.
Battlefront 2s.
Battlefront
yeah.
1 and Battlefront 2 too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Battlefront 2 and then Battlefront 2 2.
Search for more money.
Yeah, the search for
I
mean,
That new one.
the new one.
I tried playing Star Wars Outlaws, couldn't get into it. I mean, probably Jedi Survivor, the newer one. I liked it. I think I liked parts of it better than
Okay.
the first one.
We just had a long discussion about KOTOR. Did you play KOTOR?
I started KOTOR, and then something came up, and I never. I'm gonna do that over the summer.
I have failed as a parent.
Yes, you have.
I remember you got
Thanks.
me and him both KOTOR on our iPads when it first came
Yeah,
out
you did.
on iPad. And
I
I got so confused. I was like, what the heck is this game?
Especially
Now I
when
didn't
making
know
the
that
new
was on the
KOTOR.
iPad. I
Mhm.
want to play it on the iPad now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go find it after
We
this.
have-
It might be better on iPad.
I'm
Yeah.
currently playing KOTOR 2 on the same disc you used. Whenever you used to have it, it's
On
in
the
the
Xbox
yeah.
360
Yeah.
Nice.
throwback.
It's on our
I love
Xbox
it.
Series X right now.
See, aren't you glad I got the one with the
With the disc,
disc
yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Definitely needed that one. All right, well, the next video game after Empire at War was the late 2000s, early 2010s, and that was a very controversial game, but I loved it. Was the Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2.
I liked them. I played Force Unleashed 1 fully, and I've almost completed Force Unleashed 2.
I felt like it was a little overpowered.
Yeah, you kind
It-
of there wasn't
it's a
much
little too
struggle.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of just kind
I
of
liked the challenge of the Force Unleashed 1. I hated the story from the Force Unleashed 2. I thought it was an interesting story for number 1. So number 1
Mhm.
was like you basically get to play Darth Vader's apprentice,
Yeah.
and you're his secret apprentice, and you're trying to usurp the Emperor is basically the story behind it. And this was on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii, PS2,
It
and
had great graphics
PSP
for
at the time.
Like
and
it
it
had
was
fantastic graphics.
Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, it was a different time for graphics. You went from like Empire at War and Republic Commando to now like a fully
Yeah,
fledged like
it
graphic
looked like it came out
game.
10 years ago or like 8 years ago,
Yeah.
honestly.
And honestly, it's the Force Unleashed I would play again in a heartbeat.
Mhm.
The Force Unleashed 2 I would avoid at all costs because it was like
Force Unleashed 2 is kind of
basically a
boring to me right now.
repeat of Force Unleashed 1,
Mhm.
just with a new type. Well, I don't want to spoil it in case anybody wants to play it, but it was
But
not good.
the good thing about
It was
Force Unleashed
horrible.
2 is you can play as Admiral Akbar with a lightsaber. That's the best addition I've ever. And I think if you finish the game, you can be Jar Jar as with the lightsaber and electrocuting everything.
That's awesome.
It's incredible.
I gotta leave.
Aloha.
I've been at school for 12 hours. So
All right. Aloha.
That is no
thanks for
fun.
dropping by. Yep. May the Schwartz be with you.
My Schwartz is.
All right. Well, then after that, we get the Old Republic in 2011.
Is that the online one?
That
the
was
multiplayer?
that was the multiplayer online one.
I was
Yeah.
playing that recently because they just made it free. Because
Oh,
it used to
really?
be subscription only online game,
Yeah.
which I was like,
Oh, really?
that's so dumb.
I wanted to get into it,
Mhm.
but I didn't because of that reason.
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit. It is overwhelming with the amount of stuff. There's like 30
There's-
planets. It's
Wasn't
like
there- wasn't
it's
there,
World
like-
of Warcraft, but
Wasn't there,
Star
like,
Wars.
50 different occupations
Yeah,
you could have or something crazy.
I'm like 10 hours in and I'm still in the tutorial.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, this is like I want to get into it. It's just so slow.
Because you basically got to live in the Star Wars universe and have a job
Yeah.
and contribute to the economy and just,
It's the most open world Star Wars game
yeah.
they've made
Yeah.
because it was subscription and you never really
I didn't know
owned
that
the
they
game.
had made it free to
Yeah, they updated it last year probably free to play.
So I guess there probably are a lot of mods out for it too.
Mm-hmm. But it's online. It's
It's
World of
online.
Warcraft, but
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. And
Yeah,
then,
it's really good.
okay, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I absolutely love these games. And that's the Lego Star Wars, The Complete Saga that came out in
Your
2007.
sign.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. Noah has a prop.
I have a prop for this. Da, 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 da,
What? Indiana Jones.
da. Look, under the S, you can see, and like there's Tatooine down
Nice.
there too.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
But I don't, the Lego game era, I thought I would hate, but I actually like the Lego
No, it's
games a
backwards,
whole lot
actually.
better than what I thought I did. I thought I
I think you'll
would.
be okay.
And this
Looking
one,
at the-
Rats raw.
Close enough.
He forgot to flip it back around.
this one just came out with 1 through 6.
I remember
think.
playing this on my 3DS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a good game. I loved playing this game, and like this.
I have to admit that the Lego games are they're definitely money grabs,
Yeah.
all of them,
Yeah.
but they're fun money grabs
Mhm.
because they
Yeah.
don't take themselves seriously.
Yeah. It's
That-
just a
that's
silly.
the thing. If they took it seriously and tried to make it like a real Star Wars game,
It wouldn't work.
it wouldn't work.
No.
But the fact
Right.
that they poke fun at themselves
Uh-huh.
and they take the scenes and just like Monty Python it.
Yeah.
Basically. They just twist
Yeah.
every scene in the movie. That's what makes them fun,
Mhm.
to see what
Right.
they do in the story.
They're all of
Yeah.
them are worth one playthrough.
They're worth a playthrough for sure.
Yeah, I've done the Star Wars one at least one time. I've done the Harry Potter one. I've done a few of the different Lego games, and I really enjoy them every time I
Yeah, we've
play
done all
them.
of
In
it.
fact, we actually
Marvel.
got our newest Xbox, the Series X, just because Rise of Sky. What was it? Not Rise of Skywalker. Skywalker
was,
Saga.
Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, the Skywalker
Yeah.
Saga Lego game came out, and we're like, our Xbox can't handle this game.
Even though it probably could.
It probably could have.
Right. Because
Yeah.
I
graphics are
convinced
not-
everyone who had like any money to pour into it. I was like, man, you want to play Skywalker
Yeah.
Lego game, right? And they're like, yeah. I said, well, you got to pay out. Like-
All right, the next series we have is the remastered EA Battlefronts 1 and 2.
Honestly, I have an
There's-
unpopular opinion with this game
Okay.
because it had it had 3 DLCs, I think, added to it as a multiplayer game where it already cost $60. So it was a very EA type game. But this game was my childhood, like completely. I played this game from probably 9 years old to
Yeah.
Well, no, if it came out, no, yeah, I was probably 12.
2015
13.
and 2017.
Yeah, I was probably
Yeah.
13, and that's when I really played like I love that
Imagine
game.
a preteen Noah standing in front of the TV, bouncing up and down as he played the video game, and the dog biting at him.
Yeah.
That
No,
was
that's
our
the
living
exact scene.
room for a year at least.
Years,
And
honestly.
he played every game jumping up and down.
Yeah, I was very energetic.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have any energy now. It's
Oh,
because
yeah, you know it.
I spent it all. But no, I loved this game. It has the graphics, like, I'm not sure if either of you have played it. The graphics are better than the newest Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
And I feel like the game mechanics are better as well. Because it wasn't like there weren't specific, like, this is the sniper stormtrooper, this is the, the heavy stormtrooper. You made your stormtrooper or rebel to what you wanted.
But there was no story to these games.
No, this one,
the
it
first
didn't,
one at all.
no, it didn't have a storyline,
Yeah.
which I was fine with.
Yeah.
But the map, like, my screensaver right there, that one's from the 2015 one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really-
this was at a weird time for me where I was like in college and then just early married. So I wasn't playing a lot of video games during that
Yeah.
time.
Things competing for your attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Work
didn't,
and,
so.
a new wife and everything else. So yeah, I wasn't really playing a whole lot of video games during this
Yeah.
time.
2015 Battlefield is the best.
Yeah, I didn't really play it at all. I think right after that too, that Harry Potter collection series, or not, I'm sorry, Halo, remastered one came out soon after this one too, I feel like, and I didn't like that one either. But I never played the Battlefront remastered by EA, so
So
I might need to go check those out.
I will play with you. I actually looked it up one time when I was like really in depth in like 5 months ago. I was playing it again, and I was one of 63 people who play it a month. So you could be a 64th RJ.
I'm surprised they're keeping the servers up of that little people.
I am too.
The next one was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order
Oh.
in 2019.
Such a good game. It's basically
Okay.
Dark Souls.
So here's my thought on it, because I played a little bit of it. I tried to play this game on a PC. Don't play it on a PC.
No.
I just bought a controller and I need to go back and retry it again because the commands are not meant for a keyboard and mouse. So for both the Fallen Order and Outcast games, Jedi Outcast games, Jedi Survivor, yeah, that's the one. I could not do keyboard and mouse very well and keep up with it. Like, it just wasn't fun to me. But I think
I
that's
can get that.
Right.
It's
I
really
think-
fun though. It's like a darker Star Wars game. Like you just like slice
Yeah.
enemies completely in half, and like it's just like yeah.
it looks cool, and the gameplay that I got to play, the storyline is just incredible for it. I
Mhm.
felt like.
Yeah, it's
I
really
just
good.
felt like I really struggled with the keyboard and mouse aspect. Now that I have a Xbox controller, like I need to go back
Mhm.
and play it with
Or
the
warning,
Xbox
you will
controller.
you will crash out because you'll get annoyed at probably I can't remember his name. I'll think of it later. You'll get annoyed at one of the first mini bosses, and then also Seer Junda is a character in the game. Her eyes are like bugs, and they're really freaky. She's
Yeah,
a
but the
human,
graphics wise are just out of this world
Yeah,
too
they were really
for
good
it.
for that game. The hair was a
And,
little weird, but it was really good.
Yeah, it was good. Then in the early 2020s, Star Wars Squadrons came out. I don't even know what this game is.
Star Wars X-Wing from the 90s, but made in 2020.
Oh,
Like-
okay.
Ace Combat.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
really boring. It's like
Oh man, I love the Ace Combat games.
it's
You're
like
throwing
it's
me
like
back.
dogfighting in the air in like space, but it's like I don't know. It was just like it felt like they didn't put
For-
they didn't put a
For
lot
the
of-
2020s, that seems like it's very outdated.
yeah. Yeah, it was just kind of like
Yeah. And then Noah's game that we talked about earlier, Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga
Yeah,
in 2022.
that's a great one.
So yeah, that one was
was
a
like-
good one.
All 9 movies.
All 9 movies.
Yeah.
And then there were DLCs for characters and stuff.
Yeah.
There's like 1,000 characters or something. I don't even know. They have Rats Terrell in it, so I'm happy. I love Rats. Any Rats Terrell reference is great. So
And
Yeah.
then Jedi Survivor, which we just talked about, and then
Also very good.
Outlaws is the most hated Star Wars game I think ever.
honestly, I've played it. I think I've played it all. I don't know. It's kind of just it's an open world game. It's just like doesn't like the story doesn't end you anywhere different than where you started. But I don't know, I enjoyed it. It's kind of like GTA, but in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's a worser GTA in Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
basically the gist of it. But do we add the VR games into this?
Oh, I haven't. I
No, I
don't
don't
have
think
them
so.
in here, but
So first, I think came out was Star Wars. I can't remember the name. But it was in the Void. At we did it. Remember?
Yeah.
It was
At,
like an
Disney Springs.
ultra immersive experience where you had VR goggles,
Yeah.
you had a VR haptic suit, you had a stormtrooper blaster, and you would walk around and you were like
That
in
was a cool
Mustafar,
experience. Yeah.
and the rooms were actual rooms. Like you would walk through
They were
and
physical rooms, but it projected as if you were in a
yeah, because you're in
type of
VR.
room.
So if you saw a
Really?
wall, you could touch that wall. If you saw a
Yeah.
lever, you had to pull the lever.
Yeah, so there were contraptions that you could see in the
Mhm.
VR that you walked up to and actually could physically grab a hold of things and move them.
One of my favorites
It
is
was like escape rooms,
yeah,
basically.
yeah,
yeah.
but in VR. And my two favorite things that I always will remember is when you first get there, you're on Mustafar. So you get off of the Imperial shuttle
Yeah,
and you walk onto the
walk-
transport to Vader's palace.
yeah,
And when you're on the transport, the floor's shaking
Yeah.
and the room's actually hot.
Yeah.
Like they have heaters all around you to make you feel like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome.
and weren't you walking across at one point and you could actually look down into the lava and
Yeah,
everything? And
and it
had
was
like a
hot when
little
you looked
narrow
over.
spot that you had to walk across
Mhm.
to get over. It was
great.
It was a great experience.
Man, it was fantastic. I wish they didn't.
Where
get
was
into
this experience at?
It was near
next to the Toy Story store
next
in
to
Disney Springs.
Yes, you know where to the left of the toy store, if
Next to
you're
Earl's
looking at the
Sandwich.
face of it, and Earl's Sandwich is across the plaza, and there's like a splash play area there where a security entry point is to Disney Springs now. It was right there in that
Yeah, it was
area.
right next to it.
Aren't they recreating this?
I think they still have it in Disneyland.
They may still have
I think in
it, but
Disneyland's
they
downtown
got rid of
Disney,
it
they
in
still have it,
Florida.
but they got rid of it in Florida, which is the biggest mistake I think they made because that was awesome.
So
would
they're
think-
recreating it sort of, and it's going to be called Level 99, and it's coming out
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that.
April 30th. But
Mhm.
it's going to be a little bit different. But
Yeah, so level 99 is like it's hard to explain. It's basically just like a
big
like
teen club
sports
is what it looks
connection.
like.
Yeah, like there's a whole bunch of things to do inside, but it's like ultra immersive is kind of their point
I
to it.
gotcha.
So I guess it's going to kind of be like it, but I'm not sure if
Gotcha.
it's licensed at all.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be.
Yeah. But then after I can't remember even what that game was called or that at the Void what it was called,
Yeah.
but then ILM made something for Oculus Meta, the Vader Immortal series, where you kind of the same thing. It was really cool. I
Mhm.
love Vader Immortal. It's basically like a TV show, but VR and interactive. Is really, really good. It's probably the best game on Meta right now. Then they came out with
I
Tales from
can't wait to
Galaxy's
play.
Edge. Yeah, and then ILM came out with Tales of Galaxy's Edge, which is my favorite VR game. And then they came out with Beyond Victory, which is a pod racing AR experience, is what they call it.
Okay.
And it's all right.
Yeah.
It's only all right.
There was
I can't do VR, even though I wish I could.
there was a PC game that came out in the late 90s that played so much, but for the most part, everybody hated it. But I loved it. It was Star Wars Rebellion was the name of it. And it was a
Mhm.
real-time strategy game where you had resource management and that kind of thing. It was kind of I don't know, kind of Star Wars meets Satisfactory meets The Sims. It was this weird mashup of all these different things. But the thing that I took away from that was the first time I ever heard of Admiral Thrawn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not mistaken. That was the genesis of Thrawn.
Oh,
There may
really?
have been a story or a book about it
Mhm.
before but that was the first media representation. Nothing in movies, nothing in TV shows or anything like that had come before that. And that game had Thrawn in it, and he was a cool character in that game. It's
Still a cool character.
yeah, they really started him off
Mhm.
right in that series, in that game. But yeah, if you look it
So-
up, it doesn't look great. by today's standards at all. And when it came out, it got horrible reviews.
Oh, really?
But I really enjoyed that game.
Huh.
Yeah.
It said he started in the TIE Fighter game.
Oh, was he in TIE Fighter? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's an old villain.
Yeah. Because
I
that
didn't realize-
that was the second big game.
I thought he was like in a book in like 2011, and then they made him in Rebels.
No, it was in the 90s.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then now we have a lot of mobile games that I won't really play. And then
there's a lot of them.
then there's a lot of things that Star Wars has that's offshoots. Like you can think about like Fortnite with their skins having Star Wars, or even this
Licensing.
pressure
The most exciting thing
pressure
between
washing
Fortnite
game.
and Star Wars I saw is that they're adding the BDX droids into Fortnite, into like some special map or something, like the ones in
The
Disney
little
World.
tiny little
So this is actually the first Disney World times Fortnite collaboration is the
Cool.
BDX droids.
do they fall over in the game too?
I don't think so. No, they didn't follow that. Olaf.
I know Olaf did, but the
Yeah.
BDX droids did too.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
they had trouble with the gyros.
It makes more sense for the droids to break down though.
Yeah.
They're just little droids are broken.
Yeah.
And then Olaf just falling out of
But,
his nose flying.
You mentioned the pressure washing game.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that.
I don't get that.
I'm so excited for that.
I've watched
Okay.
that before, and I just don't.
I played it for an hour.
Pressure washing simulator. I didn't get it either, and then I tried it one day. It was fun.
It's so awesome.
I don't know why it's fun, but it is.
I'm so
it's
excited.
fun.
It comes out in like what, July?
Okay, I got
Yeah.
a reality version of that you can play in real life.
Is it called The Driveway?
Yeah.
add some Star Wars stickers out there and you got a deal.
Jesslyn wanted for our Star Wars episode to mention that her favorite Star Wars characters are the worst characters ever. Okay, are you ready?
Mhm.
They
Jar
are
Jar's on that.
number one, her favorite is Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Number
Yep.
two, her favorite is C-3PO.
Okay.
Number
Okay.
three, it's the Ewoks. Number
I like the
four, it's Finn.
Oh.
Ugh.
And number five is Kylo Ren.
Honestly, the only ones I'm mad at on that list are Finn and probably a little Jar Jar. I like Jar Jar a little bit. George Lucas tried to do something. He failed, but he tried at least.
I don't hate Jar Jar like everybody does. I mean, he's not my favorite character, but I don't hate him.
But honestly, he is the most important character in Star Wars.
They should make a Lego version of the Star Wars Holiday Special,
They really should. That would be incredible.
and then have like a whole section in the middle where it goes to like 2D cartoons
Mhm.
of Lego characters
Yeah.
of Boba Fett.
Mhm.
That'd be awesome.
Or
That's
just
the
make it,
moneymaker
try to
idea of
make
that.
it dead serious, because then it'll be, because it's already a joke as it is.
I
so-
love watching the Star Wars, the holiday special.
We all know someone who may or may not have a Life Day robe.
Where? Yes. It is in
You
my
heard it
closet
here
right now.
first, folks.
It's so cozy. Just walking around the house, man.
You only walk around the house. And
All right, last thing, and then we're gonna have to wrap up. But if you could pitch any sort of Star Wars game, what would your next pitch be for a Star Wars game?
what you got?
Level 13. It was a game that was going to be an open world bounty hunter times KOTOR times Battlefront open world game set in Coruscant on level 1313, which is the most dangerous level in Coruscant. And it was going to be an open world game where you choose your own adventure bounty hunter style.
Okay.
But it got canceled at the last minute. I want them to remake it with today's graphics and today's specialties.
That would be good.
I think a Mandalorian open world game would be just fun.
I like how we're all liking open world games. That's kind of like
Yeah.
the best Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Coruscant. I don't know.
That's basically what 13 was
You
going
would probably want like more of a KOTOR modern day graphics, wouldn't
I
you?
would.
to. They are doing that. They're making
Yeah,
KOTOR 3.
they are making.
They're making KOTOR 3.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Fate
I
of the
think
Republic.
comes out next year, I think.
Next, they haven't released a date, but the
Yeah.
director did. Like people are like, it's gonna be like 2030 before this comes out. He's like, no, it ain't.
So that'll be good. But no, I do like the thought of maybe a Jedi Academy kind of Hogwarts
Yeah,
Legacy
that would be
style
cool.
game. That would be kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of,
Before or after Darth Vader?
I think you do it before Order 66.
Mm.
You do it like set during what would that be, like episode 1?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the prequels kind of.
Yeah, it'd be definitely
Yeah.
prequel era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they would have to take a Hogwarts Legacy approach where they would have to do it like 100 years before
It'd be kind of
episode
cool because you
1 or
could walk
something.
around Coruscant and you could get like caught, like as a student out of.
Yeah, or because it would have to be set in Coruscant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be neat.
Mm-hmm.
You could do the Jedi
Yeah.
trials and build your own lightsaber and
Go to
everything
Ilum.
like that, and do the trials of the different Jedi temples and
Classes where you learn different
Lightsaber
styles of
techniques.
force techniques.
Yeah.
You use defensive force.
Man, I could picture this game now. I think
Hey,
it would be
Lucasfilm,
super
hire
fun.
us. We're good. We know our stuff. More so than what's his face. That's the lore keeper.
But anyway, this has been a fun episode. It's still different than what we usually do. We're
I've
more
enjoyed it. I love Star
geeking
Wars.
out than
You can probably see from my
talking about.
assortment of Galaxy's Edge drink cans.
I'm excited to see what they do with, because I don't necessarily love Smuggler's Run, so I'm excited to see what they do with the Mandalorian
yeah, the
overlays.
Mandalorian. That's gonna be exciting. I want to see that.
Yeah,
I love
can't wait
Smuggler's
to
Run.
see
I
those.
think I love it more now.
Yeah.
I'm going to be missing Docking Bay, so I kind of hope they do something similar to, as far as like picture opportunities, as what they're doing at Disneyland at Disney World, so that you can still get pictures with BB-8 or Chewbacca or Darth Vader at some point.
No, yeah. Darth Vader won't come to Florida for a while, probably. Disneyland kind of testing like the multi thing, and in Disneyland they're playing the John Williams soundtrack throughout the land. So different areas have like the Star Wars music playing instead of just like the background sounds.
But yeah, hear me out. Beyond the Darth Vader and you totally threw me off. I had a thought and no. The Chewbacca, hold on, it's gonna come to me. Yeah, but I lost it. I lost it.
I think you can find it. I believe in you.
No, I was
Pictures, Docking Bay 7.
Nope, I lost
Say
it.
words you were saying and it'll come back to him.
No, I had a cool idea.
Smuggler's Run.
No.
Disneyland.
No.
A Lion King Star Wars.
Oh, Disneyland. That's what triggered it. Hyperspace Mountain.
We did it. Good job, boy.
Hyperspace Mountain. I want Hyperspace Mountain.
Yeah.
At Disney World. That would be cool. They
cool.
don't really do any fun overlays.
That was an awful huge build up for.
That was
not much
payoff. Yeah.
Sorry.
That was kind of
I just totally drew a blank on it. No, I think
Thanks for
Hyperspace
tuning
Mountain
in.
would be cool. Well, yeah, would be cool at Disney World too. I just like the overlays that they do at Disneyland every once in a while, like the Christmas overlays or different things.
The more Star Wars,
and
I think I will be happy. I want to see the 3DX droids. Whenever I went, when they were there, they left like a week before I went. I was like, man.
I hate crowds, but I think I would make an exception if I could go to Disney World on May the 4th.
Yeah, I would definitely go to.
Yeah, I wish they still had Star Wars weekends.
Star Wars weekends were amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible. You never got to experience that, did you, RJ?
No, I didn't. I've seen lots of pictures and stuff about it.
Maybe
but...
once or twice.
I think only once.
No one did it once.
I got to meet Ewoks and Princess Leia.
They're doing that at Disneyland now. You can meet with
That's because it was Star Wars night.
Yeah. That was so cool.
Just having the 501st Legion there. I mean, there was just hundreds and hundreds of people dressed up in costume, in the parade and stuff like that. It was just really, really cool.
Goofy was Darth Vader with underpants.
Yeah. But even like in the drive-in theater restaurant.
Yeah, sci-fi.
Yeah, they literally were playing Star Wars movies in there on the screen, and there were stormtroopers walking around the cars.
And Greedo.
Yeah,
and then at the entrance, you would meet Darth Vader and Boba Fett before you went to your table. It was the ultimate character dining.
It was such a cool weekend.
That was amazing.
Man, I'm going to try sci-fi this time, so I'm excited about that.
And
it's really cool.
And they did the mashup for the Indiana Jones stunt show.
Yeah, that was great.
What was it called?
Indiana Jones and the Temple and the Jedi Temple
Jedi
of
Temple of Doom or something
yeah,
like that.
something. I don't know. And then they
That's
had
fun.
Space
Yeah.
Hoopla. What is it?
Hyperspace.
Hyperspace Hoopla.
That was a different.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
Boba Fett was like breakdancing.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
it was just kind of like, what's going on here?
Yeah, hip hop
That's
and
funny.
Star Wars characters don't really.
They
tried.
They tried.
Give him credit for trying.
And we got to meet the voice actor for Obi-Wan from the Clone Wars.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
What's his face? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, they were doing promotional spots.
Yeah.
There with a film crew.
They're asking like, "Hey, can anyone do a Darth Maul face?" And they brought me and Spencer aside,
So
and we did.
him and his brother over, and we had to sign like release forms.
You sound like 30 waivers.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan was talking to us. You know,
But it was like a full film crew. They had
Yeah.
like sound guys and camera guys and a director,
lighting guys.
Yeah, it was
Man,
great.
that's the type of stuff you remember. That's great.
That was
Yeah.
that
And
was
then I think
amazing.
that night on the big screen in front of the Chinese theater, they
were showing
projected
all
up
of them. Yeah,
different clips that they had filmed.
I don't
with
think we
different
made
guys.
it.
I don't know if we. I don't think we made it.
I don't think I made the cut. I was too cute,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, we got it.
Well, thanks again.
with Chewbacca and an Ewok in the same picture.
Oh,
And
that's
they
cool.
signed autographs.
Yeah.
Like everyone signed up.
Yeah,
We got the
everybody signed
modal
autographs.
nodes.
Yeah. The modal nodes were there and they signed autographs.
That was great.
Yeah. It was great.
That's great. Yeah, they need to bring that back for
Yeah,
sure.
It was awesome.
Well, thanks again, Brian, for joining us. I don't feel like I can call you a guest anymore. You've been on too many times. You're just
Co-host.
like you're a co-host
I'm
at this
the
point.
guy you call whenever Jesslyn can't make it and you can't find anybody else. I get it.
No, Jesslyn could make it this week. She could.
That
She
would've
just
been
didn't
really-
want
We
to.
should have brought her and my wife on here. Talk Star Wars video games. That's like, that would have been the epitome.
No, we had two separate calls. Okay, we're talking about Star Wars. They're talking about something else, and overlay them on top of each other.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
can just
man,
listen
that would
to
be
whatever side they
chaos.
want to.
You could have binaural audio. 'em,
Yeah,
put it
exactly,
left
yeah.
ear, right ear.
Yeah. Just close whichever ear you
Yeah,
want to
just
listen
take
to.
out whichever earbud you don't want to listen to.
That would have been a lot of work.
No, keep striving, RJ. You'll get there.
Well, thank you so much again for joining and listening with us tonight and listening to our geeky, nerdy, whatever you want to call it, Star Wars video game love. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for hanging out and listening with us. And now we are not going to switch to the same pre-recorded message we played last week.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our show. Before you go, please don't forget to gather your belongings and head over to our email at carouselpod@gmail.com to ask us your questions. Oh, and wouldn't you believe it? You can now bring the magical sense of vacation right into your home. Check out the Magic Candle Company and use our exclusive link with the code CarouselPod at checkout to get 15% off your order. And don't forget, we're here to help you plan your future Disney trips. Just send us a message at rj@famvia.com. Until next time, we'll see you in a great, big, beautiful week.